Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to today's Pick a Card reading with me, the High Maintenance Hippie. And in today's reading, I want to find out who your main love interest is going to be in 2025. So if you want to find out these juicy details with me today, I need you to pick one of these three piles. Pile number one is empowerment. Pile number two is closure. And pile number three is freedom. I highly recommend that you go with your first gut instinct. Spirit is going to guide you towards a pile which has the most relevant information for you. And once you've chosen your pile, I shall see you in your reading. Hello there, beautiful pile number one. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out some information about your main love interest in 2025. So I feel in 2025, something you're going to gain is a strong independence. I don't know whether some of you have came out of a long-term relationship and you've been worrying about maintaining your independence. I don't know whether some of you are going to come into some extra money in 2025, which just solidifies your independence. Okay, this could be something material like a new job, a financial windfall, maybe a new home. You're going to gain something in 2025 that's going to make you feel a lot more comfortable being independent. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to be independent in 2025, because I do not feel this at all for you. If anything, I feel you're going to get a lot of choice in 2025. I feel your newfound strength in your independence is going to attract a lot of suitors. Now, I do have to say that the main person coming up in this reading here is something that wants closed out. So for some of you, this could be an ex returning. And I do think for those of you where this is an ex returning, I do feel you want this ex to return. So just bear in mind, if some of you are like, oh, I've got no exes in mind, just think of the one that you wouldn't mind returning for whatever reason, okay? You may not mind them returning because you want another round with them, or you may not mind them returning because you genuinely did really get on and you wouldn't mind developing a friendship with this person. Or for some of you, this could be somebody who maybe you've been on and off dating. Some of you, this could be somebody returning from your past. So it could be a childhood friend or a friend of a family member or something like that who you haven't seen in a very long time. Either way, there's a resurgence of something that once was returning in 2025. And it does look like it's this Knight of Cups energy. Now, this person could be somebody from your teens. This person could be somebody who's younger than you, don't have to be, but the Knight is more of that kind of teenage energy. Or this could be somebody who's just not quite there mature-wise yet. So even if they are your age or older than you, even significantly older, they're in their Knight of Cups energy. So this person is going to come in 2025, and this person is going to offer to take you out, maybe wine and dine you. Okay, this person could even bring flowers. They don't have to, but I'm just getting this very romantic energy coming through for you. Somebody who shows up for you, somebody who will ride on their horse to you, okay? I'm just getting Knight energy being the physical movement of the body. So this person could travel towards you. This person is somebody who's very charming. I do feel that this person is somebody who's very well liked. So if you're thinking of an ex who people think is a complete DICK head, this is not the one. This is somebody who's naturally very light. This could even be somebody, if this is an ex, this could even be somebody who your friends are like, oh, or even your family, your friends and family could be like, oh, you know, they were a bit of a, you know, DICK in the past, but I can tell that they're a really nice person. Okay, so this is the kind of energy I'm getting for this person. This could be somebody who really takes care of their appearance. I'm just getting this Knight of Cups' body as well here, okay? So this could be somebody who likes to take their top off. This could be somebody who looks really good with their top off. And being very specific here, just because this Knight of Cups depiction is at the beach with a surfboard, maybe this person likes surfing, or maybe this person really likes the beach. Maybe this person lives by the beach. Maybe this person is happiest when they're by water, okay? And I think you're going to have a bit of a shock when it comes to this past thing coming back in again with this Judgment card here, because it looks like in the past you've been the Queen of Swords. Just bear in mind as well, you've been a queen, they've been a knight. you have been more mature than them. You are more evolved than they are. And I think you noticed this. I think you realized this. And you had to put some very strict boundaries in place when it came to this connection. And the Queen of Swords can be a divorcee. So that could be the fact that this could be an ex-husband. I think that'll only be for a few of you though. But it does look like you have cut this person off at some point, whether that's been straight up, I'm done, I'm walking away, you're not worthy of me, or whether it's just been through implementing boundaries. Maybe your boundaries have pushed this person away at some point. But there is a little part of you, a little spark within you that does have soft feelings for this person, does dream of a potential future with this person. You do get some level of emotional fulfillment with this person. And that's why I want to claim so strongly in this reading, this person who's coming back in, they're not the ex that you despise. They're not the ex where you'd like, never in a million years. There's still a spark there. There's still something there. And just bear in mind, I'm going to repeat myself again. For some of you, it'll be an ex. For some of you, it could just be a past connection of some kind. But I think you're going to have a shock and a realization that there's still something here with this person in 2025. You may be shocked that you give this person another chance in 2025. For a lot of you, you may be shocked that this person actually returns in 2025. I just heard Spirit say a dream come true. So I don't know whether they enter and it's a dream come true for you. I don't know whether they come in a way that really is a dream come true. Like everything you were looking for, this person has become. Now, I want to pull some more cards for this Knight of Cups. I want to find out a little bit about their journey, what's going on in their energy when they return in 2025. Okay, have they leveled up when it comes to 2025? And as I cut the deck, Six of Cups, returning ex. Okay, somebody returning. Six of Cups can also be somebody coming in from childhood. You know, I'm getting that this could be somebody that you were friends with when you were younger. And it's like, I don't know whether this is you or don't know whether this is them. And again, this won't be for everybody. So, you know, in those teen movies where you've got the popular guy, because it's normally this kind of setup, the popular guy and the geeky girl. But the geeky girl goes to prom and everyone gives the geeky girl a makeover and she ends up just being the hottest girl in the room. I'm getting that. So I don't know whether for those of you who resonate with this person potentially being from your past in some way or childhood or maybe even teens, maybe you were the geeky person and maybe you've completely changed. Maybe you've had like the most ridiculous glow up, or maybe they have. It just gives me the energy of two people potentially in teens where they were friends and it was, you know, maybe it was even a case of, oh, for street cred reasons, I couldn't be with you. But you always knew there was something there, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. And then years later, you match up, I wanted to say, or meet up with this person. And you're like, wow, you really grew out of your very geeky features and you're actually everything I've ever wanted now. So for some of you, it could be a shock because this person comes back in. For some of you, you could have even forgotten about this person. Like they're not in the forefront of your mind, but this person comes back in and you're just like, wow, like you are everything I ever wanted. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here for some of you. Okay, let's have some more information about this Knight of Cups, please, this person. Oh, okay. Oh, cards are flying, cards are flying. Four of Cups, missed opportunity. That is a clarification for me. 1 minute, guys. Just pick up this card. That is a clarification for me that this was a missed opportunity in the past. It is a past thing that slipped through your fingers. At the time when this person was in your life, you weren't focusing on the love that was there, you were focusing on the rest. And I'm just trying to be as vague as possible so that this fits for every scenario, because I do feel there are multiple scenarios here. So if this is an ex, maybe you were too focused on the negative. And I'm not saying this in an offensive way, like, oh, you were too focused on the negative and it was all you. No. If this is an ex, again, it'll be different for everybody. But for some of you, this person could have put you through some real crap and you had to focus on the negative. I just want you to bear in mind as well, with this judgment energy, whatever happened between you guys was fated. So if this is somebody that you've lost touch with, you had to lose touch with them because you had to go through things on your own to then be reunited. The Magician, a manifestation maybe. Maybe when this person returns, potentially you don't quite trust them straight away, and that would make total sense if this is an ex or somebody that you've dated. But there's just something about your energy together where people kind of rejoice at your reunitation. I was going to say your reunion. Everyone kind of rejoices about it. So it does make me think that there are multiple people around you guys who were just like, wow, like they knew both of you. Like maybe their family already knows you. Their friends already know you. Your family knows them. Your friends already know them. You know, if this is a past situation where you've met somebody in like education, like school, university, maybe even work, maybe all your work friends or your school friends knew about you, and it's a celebration when you guys come together because everyone's like, it's kind of like I kind of knew these guys would get together. I kind of knew that they'd have their happily ever after, or all these people around you are hoping that you'd have your happily ever after with this person. I just want to note here that we have, I think they're green eyes, or it's a green eye in this judgment card. So it doesn't have to be for everybody, but I do think somebody could have green eyes. Yeah, somebody could have green eyes. It makes me think, I spoke to somebody in a pub the other day and they were trying to chat me up. And they're like, oh my God, and you've got green eyes. And I don't have green eyes, I've got blue eyes. So just bear in mind that maybe you've been mistaken for having green eyes, or maybe they've been mistaken for having green eyes. Maybe somebody at some point has, or maybe there's a picture of them and it looks like they've got green eyes, but you know they've not got green eyes. Just bear that in mind as well, because that just came to mind because that happened to me a couple of days ago. So green eyes could be prominent in some way. Okay, so I want to find out, if you were to give this another go with this Knight of Cups energy, what would the outcome be, please, for our pile number ones? And bear in mind, those of you who don't want this, this is your main love interest. So the main love interest could be that you give this a chance for, 6 months of the year or something like that, or this is the most prominent one because they come in strong. You don't have to choose it, but let's just see how it would work out if you were to give this a go. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Hanged Man. For some of you, there is the potential of, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now, I do have a little teeny weeny bit of a negative energy here, but I'll get to that in a minute. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the perfect counterparts. That's nuts. I love that for you, pile number one. And I do think because of this, it's worth just trying this out. You don't have to choose it for life. You don't have to choose it for long, but just try it out, because you may be shocked, because this person levels up from a Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups could be very frivolous with their romantic gestures. This Knight of Cups could be very frivolous with their emotions. This Knight of Cups could have their, could be a little bit unstable with their emotions. It just makes me think of teenage energy when you're going through puberty and your emotions are all over the place. I don't know whether that's just a female thing in puberty, because obviously we get our periods, or whether it's a masculine, yeah, because the masculines, like, it's their testosterone that kind of comes into play and it shakes them about a bit. So I don't know whether they've been a little bit emotionally, the word volatile wanted to come out, but I don't feel I want to use that word because that seems very threatening, very dangerous. But emotionally, like, you've had to be the one who's riding the waves on the surfboard, and the waves being this person's emotions. So waves come crashing in, their emotions come crashing in, and you've had to get in your surfboard and you've had to ride those waves. It's just giving me Miguel now. I want to ride that wave. Okay, body built for the beach. Yeah, so it could be this person's body. Their body is built for the beach. Okay, but this person has, I wanted to say somewhat suppressed their emotions, and that's not amazing, but what do we mean by that? Suppressing their emotions. I'm just going to cut the deck. Yeah, okay, I'm going to be real with you because no story is ever going to be perfect. This person will suppress their emotions. So there's a suppression of the emotions to begin with. I am going to pull for this, actually. I'm going to take out that Hierophant because that was at the top of the deck. What am I feeling with this suppression of emotions? What's going on here, please? The Devil. Suppressing their emotions for a brand new beginning. But then we do have the Three of Pentacles under here, which tells me that this person starts working with their emotions rather than against them. Okay, I'm getting something now. This person's emotions were volatile because they were fighting against them. It's like you cannot contain the sea. If waves are crashing, you can't push those waves back. Your hands are just going to go through the water. You cannot control your emotions. You can try and contain it, but nature will, what's the word I'm looking for? Fight back. That's not the word I was looking for. I was looking for a better one. Nature will fight back and it will burst through those dams at some point, okay? So I feel this person's emotions have been all over the place because they've been working against them, not working with them. They've been pushing them back rather than just letting them flow. And that is why this person has remained in this Knight of Cups energy. That is why this person was this Knight of Cups energy in the past for you. And they start working with their emotions, using the positive, using the negative, and using it as fuel and inspiration, okay? And what that does is it makes them level up to a king, and not only a king, but the King of Pentacles, the daddy energy, the man that we would all love to marry, that very reliable, financially stable, secure provider kind of man. Switch us over though if you are dealing with a female, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So if you are a female watching this, you are watching this for the king. If you are a male watching this, you are watching it for the female. And if you are a male who likes males or a female who likes females, make it fit for you, okay? But either way, this person's leveled up. And it means they can match you in your queen status and also soften you out of this Queen of Swords energy so that you can become the mummy, the wifey, the very just mature, grounded, and I'm even getting soft feminine for this person. And I love that so much. I'm so glad that came out. But we do have the Hangman here, which tells me that there could be a little bit of pause. There could be a lot of reflection when you guys get back in touch. It won't be like a very quick kind of, oh, they came in and we were just together a week later and we lived happily ever after. There could be some pause. It could be on your side because you may be like, I don't know if I trust this. I don't know whether I want to give this a go. Maybe there'll be some fears because you know that this is serious. You know that this is good. And you know that this could be for life. So you could be like, oh my God, am I done with, you know, I was going to say my player ways. So I don't know whether somebody refers themselves as a player, but, you know, am I ready to never touch another man other than this man again? You know, let's put it that way. And a lot of the time we'll have these fears not knowing that that is the core of it. The fact that we're like, oh, this is so serious. I don't know if I'm ever going to kiss another person again. And you know, make it fit for you. But yeah, a lot of us don't know that that's the fear that's making us act in certain ways and making us pause and making us pull back. When really, if you knew the fear was that and you really thought about it, you think, but this person kisses amazingly and I don't think I ever would want to kiss anyone else again. I hope I'm making sense here, but there could be some pause. There could be a little bit of waiting. I'd also want to say with the Hangman, it's also giving things up to the universe, giving things up to God. So again, not fighting against what the universe is pushing you into. It's just saying, well, the universe has pushed this person in my direction. You know, and this isn't specific here, but for some of you it may be, but I've accidentally met this person in a bar. We got talking. And then a week later, we accidentally met in the supermarket. You know, that's the universe saying, you are supposed to be effing with this person. So it's a case of just listening to the universe and Listen to the synchronicities around this person and understanding that you guys are supposed to be together. So yeah, there's going to just need to be an element of, even through the fear, just being like, right, okay, if this person's for me, God is going to push me in that direction. But with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, there is commitment here. There is the potential of marriage even. Okay, now I'm just going to get a few extra bits and bobs from the bowls just to finish off. See what other little pieces of information we can get. Cheekbones. Okay, this person may have very high cheekbones, very prominent cheekbones. You may like their cheekbones. Analytical. This person is very logical, very grounded. I'm getting air sign energy with this person. I'm getting earth sign energy with this person. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but those are the signs I'm getting very, very strongly here. This person could do something very analytical as a job. And high vibrational. And I do think this is you guys coming together. You guys together are very highly vibrational. When you're together, it just feels right. Things start to flow in the right direction. And that's a sign from the universe you're doing the right thing. Now, bear in mind, I've got a few numbers here. 19 could mean something to you. Somebody's birthday could be on the 19th. You could have met when you were 19 or 35, okay? Again, somebody's age could be 35. What else could be 35? Anything. Could be a locker number. It could be anything here. And 666, which, don't fear it, everyone says, oh, it's the number of the devil. The number of the devil. It's not. I've got a planetary magic book, and 666 is the number of the sun. Life, warmth. It's such a strong number for positive manifestation, and it's been highly, highly misunderstood. So 666 is a really good number. Number 6 could be somebody's favorite number. You could be seeing 666 all over the place when you meet this person. Again, this could be a locker number. It could be somebody born on the 6th of the 6th, 1996, or something like that, okay? But that's what I'm getting for you, part number 1. I really hope this helps. And keep an open mind with this one, because for some of you, because this is like a returning person of some kind, you could be going, oh, this is not what I wanted to hear. I want to meet someone new. But you may not be aware that this person could be really good for you. And also be aware for those of you where you're like, no, I don't want this returning person on my mind to come back. It may not be that person. It may be somebody that you just weren't expecting. But yeah, anyways, have a lovely new year, my darlings. And comment down below if you've got anything to say at all. Also, like and subscribe. If you want to purchase this tarot deck, it's by me, the Guided Tarot, if you want to treat yourself. Link in the description box down below. It is my personal deck that I made and designed. And yeah, I would love you to have a little piece of me, darling. So take care of yourselves, beauties, and I shall speak to you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, beautiful part number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out some information about your main love interest in 2025. So you chose the closure card, and that does tell me that you're walking away from something. A cycle is ending, and I do feel this is a cycle that deep down in your heart, you really would like it to end. I do feel whatever this cycle was, and whether it involved one person or multiple people, I do feel it's been traumatic. I do feel there's been a lot of challenge and a lot of difficulty. And I do feel potentially for some of my part number 2s, you could have ended this cycle feeling at a deficit of some kind. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit to share to you is that everything will be balanced back out. You will regain your balance in 2025. I'm also getting karma coming through very strongly. So if there is anybody in your mind where you're thinking it's not fair, how could this person do this to me, or how could this person take this from me, karma will prevail, is what I heard. I'm not too sure what prevail means, but karma will do its job. And I'm also hearing that you don't need to do anything for karma to do its job. You've just got to be patient, and you've just got to trust that the universe has your back. And for a lot of you, you won't be wishing karma upon another person, but it's very important to understand that it's just the way the world works, and the universe needs to kind of knock this person's bad behavior out of them. And the great thing about karma is it rebalances, it gives you back what you lost, but at the same time it builds a better person in that person that the karma is happening to. So it's a beautiful thing, karma, it really is. I'm also getting lion imagery. So I don't know whether you have a connection to a lion. I don't know whether you've got a lion tattoo. Maybe a person in mind has a lion tattoo. Could be this past person that I'm talking about. Could be a new person with a lion tattoo. I don't know whether somebody's a Leo, you, maybe a past person, a new person, because Leo energy is coming through very strongly. But I'm also seeing the Strength card as well. So that does talk about taming the ego, and the ego being that beast within. So I don't know whether maybe this person is having to tame their ego in some way. But the good news today, part number 2, is you will regain your balance in 2025. A lot of things will be put right that were made wrong. And I do think this is by a specific person in a past cycle that you've been through. So I do feel somebody new coming in for you. And I do want to say, and this will be for very, very, very few of you, but for some of you, if you are still strongly connected to a past person, this could be the energy of the past person. But I feel for like 96% of you, specific number there, 96.5% of you, this is a new person that you're dealing with. And I think the reason I'm thinking for some of you this could be someone from a past cycle is because I'm feeling an overlap of energy here. So for very, very few of you, this could be a past person still playing out. But that's so few, because I'm telling you, a cycle has closed. It is closed, it is shut, and it is trying to just push you out of this past energy. But for those of you where this is a new person, I think for a lot of you, quite a lot of you, the reason I'm feeling this overlap is because I think you've already met this person. I think you know who this person is already. And my voice is starting to go now for some reason. I don't know whether the person you're dealing with has a very husky voice. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, for a lot of you, you may have met this person already. But for those of you who haven't met this person, and it's not a past person either, I do think this person's close, because I'm feeling them coming in very swiftly, very quickly. And yeah, I'm just feeling like, yeah, this is very current. Even if you don't know them yet, it's coming. So you got a King of Swords on your hands. Now, for those of you who are watching this for a female, switch this to a female. Just because I'm saying king doesn't mean they have to be a male. But in this instance, just for ease of explanation, I'm going to just say he. So this person could be an Aquarius. They could have an Aquarius Mercury. They could be very forward thinking. They could be quite cold by nature. Bear in mind, this person could also be like a Gemini or a Libra. But if you don't resonate with any of those signs, they could have it very prominently in their chart that you don't know about, or they could just embody this energy at the moment. But it's very logical. This person could have a way with words. This person could come across as being a little bit stern, maybe a little bit cold at times. But there's something very attractive about them because they're extremely intelligent. And even if they're not actually that academically intelligent, they can make themselves sound very intelligent. But this person could also be very disciplined when it comes to diet, when it comes to fitness, or when it comes to their career, or maybe all three of those. But I do think there's something you admire about this person. I just feel that they hold a power that you really look up to. I don't know whether this person makes you feel a little bit powerless in some way as well, but it's kind of exciting and a little bit SE-XE is what I'm getting here. Now, this person could have very cold eyes. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm not saying, oh, they've got cold eyes, they've probably got psychopath eyes. Like, there's just, they're either a very cool colour. So when I say cool colour, I don't mean cool, yeah, really cool colour, man. I mean like just like a cold kind of colour. Like my stepdad used to have silver eyes, the most gorgeous silver eyes. And that's such a cool colour. And he was an Aquarius as well. But yeah, they could be like a silvery or maybe a light blue, or maybe if they've got darker skin, they could be very light hazel eyes or green eyes or blue eyes. I'm just getting like Jay Shetty now, you know, how he's, you know, very dark hair, very blue eyes, although they are contacts. I found that out yesterday because I watched this video called Exposing Jay Shetty. And it was Sloan, a video from Sloan. I don't know whether you guys watch Sloan, but I've only just started watching his videos. I've only just started getting into celebrity culture and things like that. I've been so out of the loop for about probably like 10 years. It's crazy. And I've only just started getting back into it for some reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? But they were talking about exposing Jay Shetty, and I won't go into it because if you're interested, go and watch Sloan and the video on Jay. But I saw some old pictures of Jay Shetty and he had brown eyes. So yeah, they're contacts. But something funny I'll say is there was this TikToker exposing Jay Shetty on Sloan's video. And she kept saying, Jay Shetty, what a Shetty thing to do. And I just thought that was absolutely hilarious. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. But yeah, very cool eyes. Or it could be quite a cold stare, but it's not like a, oh my God, he's a psychopath. It's just more of a, oh my God, this is really sexy. Like, I feel like you're looking straight through me. They could just, yeah, maybe they don't always have a cold stare, but every now and then they can stare at you like a little bit like they're the predator and you're the prey. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for this person. Now, the SE actual chemistry between you guys is off the flipping charts. They turn you onto a T. And I do feel, I gotta be real with you, I do feel that the SE actual energy, because it's so strong, because it's so magnetic, because it's just so good, like your bodies just know each other and you just, it's perfection. It is going to, or it is, if you are in this situation, masking a couple of the red flags. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, I've got the Queen of Cups. And I feel that's you, regardless of gender. You are in touch with your emotions. You're very loving, very caring. I'm even getting maybe very serving, like you like to serve, you like to give, you like to cook for your person and take care of them and cuddle them and nurture them. And they are like the opposite end of the spectrum with this sword's energy. You know, you are soft and soothing, they are sharp and jarring. Now, I don't feel that's this person's natural nature. I do feel this person has a softness within them, but I feel through past experiences, maybe trauma, maybe wounding, or maybe social conditioning, they have been taught to be sharper, to come out of their heart space and into their head space. And I do feel a very strong reason for your connection is that you're coming in deep in your heart space, loving, nurturing, beautiful from the inside out, and you're here to soften this person. I'm getting karmic coming through. Now, whenever I say karmic, I feel people panic. Karmic doesn't need to be negative. Karmic contract. There's a contract between you guys. You were supposed to meet at this moment in 2025 because you have something you need to play out with this person. And this person needs you. They're not going to act like they do at times, but this person needs your energy. They need you to soften them up. They need you to help them find their heart again. And this is why this is a karmic connection, and this is what the contract is all about. And you'll find with karmic connections, the SEX will always be off the chart, because to play out this contract, to fulfill your contract, you need to have a reason to be bonded to one another. And nothing bonds a person to another like SEX. And that is why the SEX is off the charts for you guys. And that is why you will let a lot slip, because the SEX is so good. And bear in mind, okay, as well, that no connection is ever perfect and no connection will ever be perfect. So me saying this isn't a statement to say, oh, your 2025 in love is going to be crap because you're going to be having a lot of sex, you're going to be dismissing red flags. No, like, everyone goes through this at all times. But it's coming up in this reading because you may reach a point in 2025 where you finally snap out of it and go, do you know what? I'm not okay with this. And that's when the healing is going to start. I'm actually getting like October coming through for some of you. So I don't know whether you're going to really put your foot down in October. It doesn't have to be the first time you put your foot down, but it may be October where you go, do you know what? You get out, get out of my sight. I'm not putting up with this. And that's when the healing begins. That's when this person starts to be like, wow, like, I can't be away from pawn number 2. I want to change my ways for pawn number 2. I'm really feeling strongly that there's a positive outcome for this. I do feel this connection is going to be something long-term for you, because we do have the Ten of Cups, which is emotional stability, family, long-term relationships, marriage. But with this Eight of Pentacles next to this Ten of Cups, it does tell me that there's going to be some work until you get to that. So this person could be the person you have kids with. This person could be the person that you marry, but there's just a little bit of work that needs to happen before you get there. Right, let's pull some more cards on this King of Swords. And as I cut the deck, we've got the Three of Swords, and it's this Three of Swords that's made this King of Swords who they are today. That's made this King of Swords suppress their emotions, suppress their feelings, feeling like they have to be strong. So yeah, let's get some more energy for this King of Swords, please. Tell us more about this person. Okay. A lot of confusion in this person's mind. And if you've already met this person, you'll know this. You're like, yeah, very confusing. They are always trying to paddle themselves away from fate. They're not in touch with their heart. So your heart will guide you where you want to go with ease, because your heart will guide you in the directions that feel good. And if it feels good, and I mean, you know, feels good on a nice, non-illegal basis, you know, it feels light and airy, because, you know, it can feel good to sit down and eat 5 eclairs at once whilst watching a movie, but then you get a bad stomach after, then you feel guilt, and then you feel regret. But the heart will lead you in the directions that feel good and just stay feeling good, that, like, the directions that really light you up, that uplift you, that make you feel like you're floating on air. Your head can just lead you absolutely anywhere. Your head isn't your best friend. Your heart is your guide. Your head is your protector. No, your head is not the guide. So I always say to people, go where feels good, because that is your divine purpose. That is your divine direction. That is your divine destination. Your heart will take you to your divine destination. Your head will just spin you round in flipping circles. You'll be going round and round in circles, stuck in toxic patterns. No, the head is like a computer. If whatever information you put in that computer is going to output from the information that you've put into it. So think about all of the trauma you've been through, and think about all of that being inputted in your brain, and some crazy map being created from that traumatic input. Where's that map going to take you? Back to your trauma, and round in circles. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you don't think I'm chatting absolute shit right now. So this person is so up in their head and out of their heart. They are walking through life blind. This person could moan about their health. This person could moan about their job. This person could moan about their family and friends. This person could moan about you. And it's because they're walking blind. They're not going in the right direction. So nothing feels good. Another thing the universe will do when you're walking in the wrong direction or going in the wrong direction is they will make bad things happen and put a lot of blocks in your way. And just imagine playing The Sims, and your little sim is just walking around. I've not played The Sims for about 20 something years, by the way, but your sim's walking around. You're like, no, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. And you put in blocks in the way. You put in a fire in the kitchen so they can't go in the kitchen. You put in a brick wall in the bedroom doorway so they can't go in the bedroom. That's exactly what's happening with this person. And they're just not getting it. You can't go through those doors because they're not meant for you. Bad stuff will happen if you do. But this person doesn't understand that because they're still following their head and not their heart. So just bear in mind that, you know, you knowing this information, if you know this person already, or when you meet this person, you'll be able to help them and advise them in some way. And eventually they're going to listen. They will. But at first you may find somebody who maybe acts like they don't need saving. Oh, I don't need saving. I don't need anybody. I'm independent. But really, they do. They are a little bit of a damsel in distress. But I feel you are the person to be like, look, have you ever considered this? Have you ever considered that? You know, are you moving with your heart or your head? And I do feel that this person will listen. This person will get on board. But it just may be a little bit of a challenge at first. But during these challenges, or during this challenge, you will have a lot of fun because the SEX is fire. Okay. What is the... Oh, look, I'm with the death at the bottom of the card here. I'm off the bottom of the death at the bottom of the deck here. By the way, my tarot deck, the guided tarot, you can buy your own copy of this down below at my Etsy store. But with the at the bottom of the deck, it does tell me that this behavior, this King of Swords, it will end, and a new phase will start with this person. Why am I struggling to speak now? A new phase will start with this person. So this person will turn this Wheel of Fortune upright, and they will start moving with their heart and moving with fate. Okay, you will teach this person how to do that. And I know it sounds really like disheartening, like, oh, can't they just come to me healed? But the dedication this person will have to you, or towards you, or for you, will be so intense because you were the one who helped them. They will forever be loyal to you. And that's something beautiful to have in a connection. So yes, it's a pain in the $8 when you have to work with somebody and you have to help somebody evolve. But there is a reward you get from that. The fact that, you know, they may help you out one day with something that you need because you helped them. So it will be a good investment with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what have we got coming for upon the twos and this person when their relationship progresses, please? What happens when their relationship progresses, please? Look at that. That's that new beginning right there. This will end all of this confusion. I'm going this way, I'm going that way. I'm walking around the world blind. And they will start afresh, like a new person. And they will level up from the King of Swords to the King of Pentacles. Now, I need to make it very clear to you that this person was always a king. So they've got it in them to be very responsible, even from the moment you met them. Yes, they're lost. They're in their head, not their heart. That's the challenge. But they were always, always a king. They've always, always done what's right. They've always been providing. They've always been responsible. They've always taken care of you. I think the problem with them is sometimes they've not taken care of themselves. But they will become this King of Pentacles for you. And I do feel that there could be travel with you guys. You're going to be sure that you made the right choice by sticking by them and sticking with this. What else do we have? Three of Wands. Because we did have the Two of Wands. Here we go. We've got the Two of Wands here. You will progress to the Three of Wands. Things will move forward with this person in a positive direction. You just need a little bit of patience, and there's going to be a little bit of work. But look at that Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck now as well. So you will progress. And I want to say this is near the end of 2025, moving into 2026. I do feel that you guys can get married quite early on. So you could get engaged in 2025, early 2026, or married in 2025, early 2026. You will get a home together. Yeah, this looks really positive. Really positive for you guys. Okay. Let's pull some extra bits and bobs from the bowls. Just see what else we've got. For your love life in 2025, this person in 2025. Yeah, it does look like you're going to be in a long-term relationship, an exclusive relationship in 2025. And I do think, you know, you go through a few little, you know, bumps in the road with this person. But at the same time, you're going to get a lot of empowerment from your previous situation here. This situation where you gain closure. Dark and mysterious. Your person's a little bit dark and mysterious. Maybe they've got dark eyes, dark hair. They could be a little bit of like a Scorpio looking person, okay? So this could be somebody who's like a Scorpio rising, or they have Pluto in the first house. Oh, I couldn't get my breath then. They could be very intense at times. Yes, I did say to you, didn't I? The cold stare. There's an intensity to this person. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a few people around them who are a little bit scared of them. Not in like a really nasty way, like this person goes around intimidating people, but this isn't the kind of person that someone would start a fight with in a bar. You know, all this person would have to do is look at someone and they go, sorry mate, and back off, okay? Yeah, there's something very gritty about this person. It does make me think they could have been through some kind of trauma in their past. They could have been through, yeah, they've experienced some toxicity in their past, but I do feel it's from childhood. Like, this is not a weak person. This is not a snowflake. This is a tough person. Bit of a hard man is what I want to say, actually. That's what came to mind. Bone structure. So this person may have really good bone structure, very built as well for some of you. Okay, this King of Swords energy does give me somebody who's maybe even a little bit gaunt in places. Now, they could be gaunt because when you meet them, maybe they don't have a lot of weight on them, or it could be the fact that they have such a strong bone structure. Even when they're at a normal weight, their bone structure still like cuts through. I'm getting Cillian Murphy now. So Cillian Murphy, I was so shocked actually when Cillian Murphy was in Oppenheimer, and he had to lose a lot of weight for that role, and he just didn't look like him. And I always thought like, oh, he's a slender man anyway. But I didn't realise it was possible for him to lose any more weight. And all of a sudden, he doesn't have this kind of like round face. He's got like an oval shaped face. I always thought that was really amazing how, yeah, I don't know how he lost that much weight for that role. But anyway, getting back to it. But Cillian Murphy, even when he's at a healthy weight, like he is in Peaky Blinders and all the other films he's been in, still has that bone structure that just makes him look like he's not a normal weight. You'd naturally think he's just naturally always quite a slender man. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I'm getting at here with this person's bone structure. It's big, it's bold, and it's beautiful. Mystical. There must be some Scorpio in this person's chart. Dark, mysterious, and mystical. Maybe this person's very masculine in the way where, you know how very masculine men can be very secretive and they don't show their emotions and they don't show their cards and they keep everything to themselves. It could be this, and this person could give you an air of mystery or imply an air of mystery because they're just very masculine in that way. Like, they walk through the door and you can tell they're not okay, and then you'll be like, you're all right? And they're like, yeah, fine, I'm fine, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, baby, I'm fine. And you're like, no, you're not. But then it also leaves that air of mystery where, you know, this person's not going to come in and tell you where they've been and things like that. And I'm not saying this person's doing anything dodgy, because they're not, but there's just always an air of mystery around this person. Maybe one of the things you'll need from them is for them to just be a little bit more open and honest. Something that always shocks me about men as well is, you know, when men go meet their friends, they don't talk about their lives and talk about their girlfriends or wives. They don't talk about, you know, the family argument they had over Christmas and stuff like that. They just talk to their friends about football and God knows what else, like very surface level things. But then when the girls meet up, oh my God, we're sharing everything. We're sharing about sex lives. We're sharing about the downfalls in our relationships. We're sharing everything. So yeah, this person could just be that typical masculine kind of energy. And, you know, they could come home and you're like, have you asked da-da-da-da-da-da-da how about their divorce? And your person's like, no, why would I talk to my friends about that? And it's like, well, why would you not? Don't you want to know the information? And he's like, no, not really. So he could be that kind of person. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Part number 2. Hope this helps in some way. And comment down below if you like this reading. No, comment down below if you've got anything to say. Like this reading if you like this reading. And subscribe if you like content like this. Please, please, please help YT and me push these videos. And as mentioned before, this is my deck, the Guided Tarot. So if you'd like to purchase your own copy and treat yourself, please be my guest. The link is in the description box down below with all of my other decks that I've created. And take care of yourselves. Beautiful part number 2. And I shall speak to you soon. Goodbye. Hello there, beautiful pawn number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out some information about your main love interest in 2025. So you chose the Freedom card. So I don't know whether my pawn number 3s have felt very restricted or very contained for some reason. This could be feeling very restricted because of a relationship. This could be feeling very restricted because of a job, maybe even a family situation. I could be speaking to some parents here. You don't have to be, but for some parents, maybe you've got a child around the age of like 6, 7 or 8 years old, because there is something spiritually and energetically that happens when your child turns 6, 7, 8 years old. So before the age of 6, 7 or 8, your child will not have developed their own aura yet, their own protective aura, their own energy field, and your child will share yours. So naturally you'll feel very drained, on top of the fact that you have to, take care of your children more at that age, but there is something energetically where they are sharing your energy field, your aura. And then around the age of 6, 7, 8 years old, your child is going to develop their own aura. And naturally around those ages, a parent will feel a lot more free. They'll feel that their children are a lot more independent, away from them, and you'll get a little bit of an energy boost back, and you'll start feeling more like yourself as a parent when your child turns either 6, 7 or 8 years old. It's always around those ages. So maybe I'm speaking to some parents here where you're just starting to feel a little bit more energetically like yourself. Now, regardless of what your situation is, there is more freedom in 2025. You are going to experience life again, is what I actually want to say. Now, for some of you, there could be some travel on the cards. Now, this could be traveling for the whole of 2025. This could just be having a little bit more time off, a little bit more money in the bank to experience the world more. I do also feel that I could be talking to some pawn number 3s who are moving out of maybe a corporate job and starting something a little bit more on your own terms when it comes to career as well. But a lot of happiness in 2025, a lot of excitement, a lot of mind expansing experiences. Expansing is a word, isn't it? Mind expansing experiences. I could watch this back and be like, why did I say the word expansing? It doesn't even exist. But mind expansive experiences, there we go. I think that's what it is. Mind expansive experiences. So some of you could have some Sagittarius in your chart. You don't have to, but Sagittarius energy is coming through very, very strongly here. So it does feel in 2025, you've got a bit of a straggler. So I hope you know what I mean by straggler. Somebody who just struggles along, somebody who just keeps on holding on. And because 2025 is going to be so expansive for you, is going to be so exciting, there's going to be a lot of movement in 2025. Maybe in previous years you felt stuck in one place. Not 2025. There's going to be more movement. There's going to be more action. This is going to be happening over there, and this is going to be happening over here. You're just going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Occupied. You're going to be occupied in 2025. And that's why I think this person's just struggling along. I just don't think you've got enough time to invest in this person. Now, for some of you, this could be somebody new who comes in, but for some of you, this could be somebody who's already in your energy, who just continues to hold on to you. And what I want to say about this person, and for pawn number 3, I do feel like pulling for another person as well. So this is telling me very strongly there could be 2 people in your energy field. I just feel this first person here, this straggler, the way that I like to describe them, is the one that you do feel more used to, more familiar with, more comfortable with. So even though you don't really have time for it, you're always on the move and they're following you, you do feel that they have like a certain energy of home for you and comfort. So even though you're a little bit dismissive of them, you're not fully dismissive of them, is what I want to say, part number 3. But something that's standing out about this person so strongly for me is they're a queen. Now, if you are dealing with a woman, a female, then this person's in their energy. This person's in their authentic energy. But if you are dealing with a male, this male is in his feminine energy. So the way this could play out is this person may be very back and forth with you. This person may try and make you chase them. This person may treat you a little bit like a mother figure, like they pull on your energy too much. this person may expect you to serve them, chase them. This person's in their princess energy, and you could be a very serving person naturally. You could be somebody who's naturally very caretaking. You could be a Virgo or have heavy Virgo in your chart. Again, you don't have to, but I'm just getting this Virgo energy coming through, so you could embody Virgo energy. But this person expects you to sacrifice a lot for them. And I just think you're going to be too busy in 2025 to continue to make those sacrifices. Now, this person may be a little bit catty, maybe a little bit passive as well, a bit passive aggressive with you, with this Five of Swords here. And all this person's really doing is hurting themselves, putting themselves on the back foot with you. And I feel in 2025, and this may be the first year where you do this with this person, but I feel in 2025 you're going to step back and you're just going to watch them chase their own tail when it comes to this situation, or you're just going to watch them self-sabotage themselves. And in 2025, there's going to be a lot of clarity around this connection, because you're going to be gathering information all year about this person. And you're going to realize at some point in 2025 that this person is out of their element and they're just a bit of a mess, and you're ready to let this person go and allow them to just be messy for somebody else. You know, this person could meet a person who's a mess as well, and they could just spend the rest of their lives chasing their tails, none the wiser. But you know you're not that bitch. You know that you are worth more, and you know that, you know, for some of you who are already a parent, you're like, I don't need an adult child as a partner. So yes, that is what I'm getting. But this person won't let go because they feel like a failure without you. They feel depressed without you. They feel that there's nothing light in their life when you're not around. And again, this person may have felt these feelings previously with you, but they've always expressed it in a very passive way. Do you want to say we could be looking at somebody who's a little bit narcissistic here? So some of you may already describe this person as being a narcissist or having narcissistic tendencies. But this person needs you. Just looking at this Three of Pentacles here, holding on to one another. I feel this person holds on to you like a child would their mother. There's a very strong need for you with this person. But there could be an element here where maybe you talk to your friends about this person. You're like, well, if they need me so much, why don't they just treat me well and then they can have me? But this person's just so unhealthy and so out of their element that they just don't know how. The only way they know how to hold on to people is through manipulation, through trapping a person, making another person feel that they actually need them when they are the ones who need you. But yeah, it just becomes too much hard work for you in 2025. Like, you've got your own ish going on now, and you're like, look, I just don't think you're going to put up with it. But let's gain a little bit more information around this Queen of Pentacles. And for a lot of you, this should be a King of Pentacles, not a Queen. For a lot of you, this is your masculine in their feminine. And it's such a common thing for masculines to be in their feminine energy these days. So a lot of the men that you meet will be in their feminine energy. So don't feel like, oh, I'm just the most unlucky person in love. I've met a man who's in their feminine. No, like, there are so many of them walking on this earth currently. It's society that's really pushed them in that place. And also it's women becoming more masculine themselves, which have pushed masculines out of their roles and their jobs as men. So anyways, Devil on the bottom of the deck. They are wounded. They don't think with a sane mind. They don't move or make moves or plan moves with a sane mind. So all they're going to do if you get involved with them is spin you round in circles, chasing your tail as well. But I do feel you're noticing this. I am looking at the eyes on this Devil card here. This person may have very light hazel eyes. They don't have to, but I don't normally notice the eyes on the Devil card, but I did today. So maybe some light hazel eyes. I am feeling very nice eyes, very attractive eyes, very sweet eyes, maybe even very childlike eyes and shiny eyes. But yes, light hazel eyes is coming through for this person. Let's have a bit more information about this Queen of Pentacles, please. as I said, who should be the King of Pentacles? And there's you, the Queen of Swords, cutting this person off, putting boundaries in place, saying, no, I'm not going to put up with this BS. This is a queen against a queen now. And they're going to continue to hold on to you. There could be apologies coming through in 2025 from this person. This person could, when you pull away, they could move towards you. They could even beg on their knees for you and be like, I'm so sorry, I miss you, I feel bad for everything I've done. Okay, so they could even acknowledge a lot of the things that they've done, but it's not to be better. It's to keep hold of you, to trap you, to keep you where they need you. I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody younger than you. They don't have to be, but I'm just getting this very immature energy, and I just don't feel a person of a certain age would act this way. Like, I can't imagine a person in their 40s acting this way. Yes, people in their 40s can still be toxic, and I don't know why I'm saying 40, I'm just saying this person must be younger, but a person in their 40s will have toxic tendencies, or can have toxic tendencies, but this is a very childlike way to act. I just feel that people of an older age would have this in a much milder form than this. I mean, I could be wrong, but I do feel that even the most toxic people will still evolve. You know, they'll never, maybe they won't reach the end of their life having fully evolved and realizing their toxic behavior, but I still feel they evolve. Whether that be containing their bad behavior better, I still feel there's normally an evolvement, and that's what makes me think that this person could be in their 20s, early 30s at a push. But as I said, I could be wrong, okay? That's not for everybody. You know, you could be in your 60s and you could be dating people in their 60s, or have a partner in their 60s, and you're like, no, trust me, they don't grow up and they don't evolve. And I'm more than happy to be corrected. And the thing with me, right, guys, is the way that I speak, I'm an Aries Mercury. So I'm very straightforward, and it seems very like black, it seems very white. It seems like I'm telling you rather than suggesting a lot of the time as well. And in my personal life at times, I have had difficulties with this because people have thought I've been combative at a time when I'm actually just having a very nice light discussion. But I am the kind of person where, even though it sounds like I'm speaking facts or shooting facts your way, I am always so happy, pleased when I am corrected, or if somebody has another view on something I've said, because that is expansive for me. That helps me broaden my perspective on things. So yeah, I don't know why I felt the need to say that right now, but even if it sounds like I'm stating facts, it doesn't mean that I think I'm stating facts. It's just the way that I communicate, because I'm a blooming Aries Mercury, and an Aries Mercury in retrograde at that. I know it's difficult, but over the years I have really worked on my speech and the way that I say things, and and now I'm doing the Aries thing, and I'm making this reading all about me and my Aries Mercury. So let's move on. So yeah, you've got a straggler, but I feel there's something else coming in for you. And for those of you who are going to travel, you could meet somebody whilst traveling. For those of you who aren't traveling, you could meet somebody online who travels a lot, or who actually lives overseas. Some of you may even be going back into some form of education in 2025, and you meet somebody that way. So I'm feeling those things here. There could be some of you who are like, I'm doing none of those things. There may be somebody coming through on the internet. Also bear in mind that this Queen of Pentacles, remember, potentially masculine in his feminine energy, may talk to you a lot on the internet, stalk you a lot on the internet, basically just gathering every bit of information that they can about you. And I want to say using it against you, so I don't feel like it's in a threatening way, like you're gonna have to call the police or something like that. I just feel that they could message you and go, oh, I know you're on a date the other night, I know where you went. You know, it could be that kind of energy, just because they've seen a story or a post or something like that. So, you know, they could come in at a time where they know you've been on a date and be like, I want to take you on a date, I want to take you somewhere better. So they could try and yeah, really just get in the way of your peace. But I don't feel that you're like, oh, get away from me, oh my god, I need a restraining order. I just feel that you find it a little bit humorous, a little bit funny, sometimes a little bit irritating. But yeah, this person's coming through strong in 2025, and I do think it's because this may be the year where you finally get to up your power and be like, go away. Okay. I'm feeling another energy. So let's have a look into this other energy. I might actually put these cards away here because I want to pull a whole new row for this other energy that's coming through. Straight away, this other energy could be somebody that you end up having kids with. Doesn't have to be, but for a lot of you could end up having kids with this person. But I feel this other energy is going to care for you, is going to worship you and make you feel relaxed in your feminine energy. Bear in mind, this past person here, or for some of you, you may not have met this person yet, but this other person here, the one in their feminine energy, they're going to push you into your masculine energy and you're going to feel so out of line, so out of sorts. If you're a female watching this as well and you're dealing with this person, this feminine masculine, you may have a lot of issues when it comes to your monthly cycle and things like that, because this person's pushing you into your masculine energy. And when a woman is in her masculine energy, she virtually and unknowingly is attacking her womb. Her womb area, the ovaries, all of the female parts. And a lot of females will have issues around their womb, maybe cysts of the womb, cysts in the ovaries, because they are working against their feminine energy. They're attacking that feminine energy. And a lot of the time they're doing this very subconsciously. I've been through it myself. I had cysts in the womb. This was quite a while ago and it's taken me years and years to work through it. And I haven't taken any medication for it for probably about 7 years, and it's corrected itself just through me being more in that feminine energy, even overexerting it and telling myself I'm in my princess energy and expecting people to treat me like a princess. It's really helped me just relax into that feminine. And for me, with this princess energy thing, I've had to overexert the balance. So I've had to go from being in my masculine energy to then moving over to my feminine energy, but making my feminine energy very, very heavy and very prominent, just so I can balance things out. Because I feel if I just go into my feminine energy without overexerting that, I hope I'm making sense, my masculine is still going to overpower that. I need to be a very, very, very feminine person because my masculine is very, very, very strong. Does that make sense? So I've had to overexert it and be like, I am a princess. So for those feminines watching who've been in their masculine energy and they're struggling to get into their feminine energy, just overexert it. Just be like, right, you know, for a short period of time, I am a princess and everyone is going to do everything for me. I.e., if I'm going to get taken out on a date, you are picking me up, you are paying, you are taking me back, you are messaging me first, basically just being, you know, just an overexerted feminine, and that will help you balance things out. And eventually you'll balance out your feminine energy and then you'll just be in your feminine energy. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I always question myself and I wonder whether I'm just questioning myself too much, but I hope that helps somebody. But this other person coming in is going to make you feel very feminine. Okay, right, let's pull for this new person coming in 2025. That's not this past person. There's that traveling energy again. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be, but look out for a Leo. Okay, wait there a sec. Okay. Oh, King of Wands. That's Aries energy as well. Oh, there's a lot of cards there, but they wanted to come out together. So there could be a third person too. So we could have a Knight of Cups who comes in. This could be a water sign. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this person could have their boundaries up. Okay, so this isn't a long-term thing, but they're going to be a lot of fun. They're going to want to take you out. They're going to want to wine and dine you. They're going to be very creative, I feel. So this person could be a bit sporty, could be a bit of an artist, could be a bit of a poet. I'm just getting this person could play the guitar. But this person will have their boundaries up. And potentially this won't go any further than just having a lot of fun, but I think you're going to be okay with that. So there is a third person as well. So you're going to get a lot of attention in 2025. Oh, this is what we like. And you know what? The same thing happened in pile number 1, where we had the counterparts both coming out together. Pile number 1, it was the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Pile number 3, I am very pleased to let you know that we've got another counterpart. I think so many people are going to find their forever person in 2025 as we come out of this South Node in Libra, North Node in Aries. I feel a lot of people are just going to just match with their person. And obviously it's everybody's choice whether they want to stay with that person, but a lot of people are going to start matching with people, finding people that just resonate with their energy and their element. Clearly you are in a very fiery energy, fiery element. You could be a fire sign, or you have a lot of fire in your chart. So that makes you very bold, very eccentric. You're the kind of person who wants to have fun within your relationships. You know, take pile number one with their Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. That's a more settled energy. That's a more grounded energy. Your energy is a bit more excitable. You want to have an adventure. You want to explore. So you're going to meet somebody who's that same energy, fun, King of Wands, wants to explore, wants to have fun, very big energy. You two could be a very bold couple here. Okay, and with the Two of Wands, it does tell me that you're going to be posed with a decision. A decision maybe between this past person, a decision maybe between this Knight of Cups who's coming in, and this King of Wands. So that's 3 people in your energy in 2025, and I do want to say all around the same time as well. So you will have a choice between a few people. I do also feel that there is a very strong indication that you could meet somebody traveling. As I said, if you're not traveling in 2025, this is still your reading. You're just going to meet them in a different way. But because travel is one of the keywords for the Two of Wands, you could meet someone traveling, and it could be this King of Wands. But if not, you may travel to meet this person, whether that be overseas or whether that be like an hour's journey or 5 hours or 10 hours journey. You'll have to leave your comfort zone when this person comes in your life as well. So this person is going to be in your element. And because you know, pile number 3, that you're a little bit of a risk taker, that you're a little bit wild at times, because this person comes in and they're in your element, a little bit like the masculine version of you. And bear in mind, if I'm talking about the wrong genders here, make it fit for you, okay? This is gender neutral, but just for ease, I have to explain it in this way because I get too confused otherwise. Because you're a little bit wild at heart and this person comes in kind of mirroring that energy that you have, you know that this person's a little bit wild and you're like, oh my God, I'm hard to contain. I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to contain this person, but really you're both the same and you are the 2 people who are perfect for containing each other. So, but yeah, we've got taming the ego here. Okay, maybe this person makes you feel a little bit insecure as well. They may bring up a few wounds. That's fine, because all that's going to do is strengthen you when you heal those wounds. So you may have to make sure that any insecurities you feel, if you're feeling mistrusting of this person or something like that, it's not to do with the fact that this person is mistrustworthy. It's more to do with the fact of like past wounds and things like that. You've definitely been through a lot in relationships, part number 3, because we've got this pain in your $, to be honest, in 2025 coming through. This straggler. So you've been through it and there's reasons why you have a few wounds around relationships. Very good reason for it, but you're going to be taming that ego. You're going to be taming that side of yourself that fears and runs away, or fears and accuses. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's have 2 more cards for this King of Wands that's coming through for you. Oh, 3 more cards. Okay. Yeah, this person's going to make you want to tie them down. We do have commitment here, potentially marriage here for this person. This person, this King of Wands, is going to be very generous as well. So yeah, this is a long-term situation with you and this King of Wands. And then we've got the Knight of Wands here. Player energy. I think you're going to fear, oh, look at that, all the fire signs. We've got Aries with the King of Wands, got Leo with the Queen of Wands, and we've got Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands. This King of Wands is going to be like you, going to want adventure. Maybe this King of Wands travels a lot. Maybe this King of Wands does like their independence. And maybe this will trigger a few fears within you because you'll be like, oh my gosh, like if they're going traveling on their own, say, just as an example, but if they're going traveling on their own or they're always going away with their friends, are they going to cheat? Are they going to just forget about me? No, this is something that lives within you. This is something that needs to be healed within you. And there's an element here of you just getting on with your thing as well and being very independent yourself. So this relationship will require you to be more independent, but not in the way where you're living 2 separate lives and you're not even doing couple things. just in the way that you are a couple, you know that you're a couple, everyone knows that you're a couple, but you're allowed to go out with your friends and go wild. They're allowed to go out with their friends and go wild, and no one has to worry about the other person because you're both on the same page. You're both loyal to each other. You both love each other, fancy each other, want to spend the rest of your lives with each other, but you also really don't want to compromise your freedom within a relationship. You want to still have fun even though you're in a committed relationship, i.e. you could love to have a little flirt, they could love to have a little flirt, but it doesn't mean that anything's going to go any further. So there's a lot of freedom within this connection in that way, and I think a lot of people will sacrifice their enjoyment to be in a relationship, and this is when people are doing it wrong. A lot of people will contain themselves just to be in a relationship. Oh, I'm not allowed to even look at another person again. I'm not allowed to even flirt with another person. I'm not allowed to go out anymore just in case I meet another person when they're in a relationship. That is toxic, that is bad, and that is a recipe for disaster. There needs to be independence, there needs to be trust. And also with all this fire energy as well, and fire energy being that very what's the word I'm looking for? Primitive energy. Those primitive drives, those adrenalines that push us to fight, flight, and FCUK. There's an understanding in this relationship that you are both animals and primitive, as well as evolved humans. So a little flirt and you dancing on the tables or something like that, make it fit for you, is you just expressing your primitive nature. It's not bad, and it's not frowned upon, and it's not putting your relationship at detriment. It's just you being a free being, free human, a primitive human, and just letting off some steam. So yeah, I hope this reading makes sense. I'm just going to pull some extra bits and bobs from the bowls just to get some little extra tidbits of information. Free spirit just opened itself up in the bowl, and I just saw it. But yeah, this is going to be a relationship where you're allowed to be free. This past person here is not going to allow you to be free, and also that Knight of Cups that I pulled, they're not allowing themselves to be free, so they're not going to allow you to be free. Let's just do one more. Oh, that's the one I want. Show off, flex. Yes, like you guys are big energies. You and this King of Wands, by the way, we're talking about this new person coming in. I don't think you've met this new person. I really, really don't. But this new person coming in, they're going to be a big energy. They're going to match your big energy. You two are going to be a very showy, very loud, very adventurous couple. Maybe even for some of you, and this won't be for everybody, but for some of you, you may be very showy online. You could start a social media account together. Okay, maybe you have a little side hustle that you do together. Twin flame, 22, luck. And the wands do talk about fire and flames, but you're matching each other. What did I say in this reading? You mirror each other, because you know what you're like, you know what they're like. And that scares you a little bit because you're like, oh my God, no one's ever been able to contain me. How am I going to contain him? So yeah, you guys could be twin flames. Got dark and mysterious. So somebody could have dark hair, dark eyes. Somebody could be, and what I said for pile number 2, because this came up for pile number 2, this could be a very masculine man where they are a little bit cagey. Yeah, what do I want to say for that, for this dark and mysterious? Chariot. I think they're a little bit unpredictable. And that does fill you with a bit of fear. So they're mysterious in the way that you don't know what they're going to do next, what they're going to say next. It's exciting though. So I'm being asked to tell you to look at the positive side of that. Because if you were with somebody predictable, you'd be bored. And yeah, so we've got number 22. Look out for somebody whose birthday is on the 22nd. Or somebody's birthday who's on the 5th or the 19th. For the 5th, it may be the 5th month, so that could be May. What else do we have here? Somebody could be 22, somebody could be 19. Did I mention that you guys could be a parent? If you are, maybe you've got a 5-year-old. Maybe you've got a 22-year-old, maybe you've got a 19-year-old. Just trying to think anything else that's coming through. Maybe you meet this person in May. This King of Wands here. Maybe you meet them on the 22nd or the 19th of May. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I really hope this helped in some way. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please drop it a like. Please comment down below and subscribe to try and help push these videos out. And also, this is my tarot deck that I've used today. It's called the Guided Tarot by me, the High Maintenance Hippie, linked in the description box down below. You can purchase your own copy from my Etsy store. Absolutely adore this deck. And for those of you who have already purchased, I really hope you adore it too. And yes, take care of yourselves, beauties, and I shall speak to you soon. Goodbye.